Hello, good evening. Certainly, peace and blessings be upon you this evening. I would like to thank you for tuning in to Poem Praise 2 once again. And we are going to be going through the extraordinary African Americans. Yes, we're still doing that. Next in line, like I told you, is going to be William Christopher Handy, which is a musician and a composer during the time period of 1873 to 1958. And it reads as such. Now, when William Christopher Handy was a young boy in Florence, Alabama, his mother told him that his big ears meant he had musical ability. Apparently, she was right. But Handy did not need his mother to tell him that. He knew it already. As a child, Handy made music with harmonicas, broom handles, combs, earthenware jugs, even a nail that he used like a drumstick against the jawbone of a dead horse. When he was older, he traveled across the country playing with small bands. Life was very hard on the road, and racial prejudice was widespread. Some say when Handy wrote the words, "I hate to see the evening sun go down," he was really thinking of his years on the road and the many small towns where a strange African American man was not welcome after dark. So only during the daylight. Handy's first big hit was Memphis Blues, written in 1912. It started as a campaign song for Edward Boss Crump, the mayor of Memphis, and his popularity soon spread. Although Handy was cheated out of the profits on Memphis Blues, he went on to write the even more famous St. Louis Blues in 1914 and Beale Street Blues in 1917. When World War I created a labor shortage, many poor African Americans left the South hoping to find better paying jobs in northern factories. African American newspapers, particularly the Chicago Defender, encouraged this trend. Now, as he traveled from town to town, Handy secretly distributed copies of the Defender to local black leaders. This was very dangerous. More than one African American man was lynched for distributing similar Northern propaganda. Now, during his travels, Handy began writing down the songs he heard. In 1918, he and his partner, Harry Pace, established the Pace and Handy Music Company. Now, at that time, blues and jazz were becoming popular, and company was a success. Many of Handy's compositions, Aunt Hager's Blues, A Good Man is Hard to Find, and Careless Love, became hits. Prior to this time, blues were considered the music of the poor, ignorant blacks. Handy was determined to change this attitude. Even though he was troubled by serious eye problems and in 1943 became blind, he continued to write and publish the music of Black America. Long ignored by white musicians, blues is now at the forefront of American music, thanks to the Handy, the father of blues. So I do thank you for tuning in, listening to me let you know about the extraordinary African American William Christopher Handy. And be blessed. I'm going to let you know what's going to be coming up next on Poem Praise 2. Our next extraordinary African American, just to give you a preview, is going to be Henry Johnson, World War I hero, during the time period of 1897 to 1929. So please stay tuned. And in just one moment, I'll be speaking with you later. All right? All right now.